Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Sick Minds of Matt and Eric. My name is Matt, and as always, with me is my best friend.
Eric.
Hey, there we go. We're getting the timing down, people. We're getting the timing down.
Yeah.
So, how you doing, Eric? How you doing, bud?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Just finished eating. So I'm a little full. I got that stuffed, you know.
Yeah,
You
I know
ever
what you're talking about.
eat so much where it doesn't hurt to breathe, but it's just hard to breathe?
I get the one where like you eat so much that like when you're breathing and your stomach is like stretching out, it like hurts. That's what I get, and it's like, oh
Yeah.
god.
Yep. That way right now.
So we're just
Oh
gonna
man.
um
So you recommended a good anime for me.
yep. Uh
Watched the entire thing at work today. The
yes,
entire thing.
we're gonna discuss that a little bit later in the show because I want to get into something else that we discussed last week, which was isekais. And all we talked about was isekaiing into an anime world. So I thought, why not talk about what video game we would isekai into real quick? And then after that, I was thinking we'd go into talk about the non-canon Dragon Ball Z movies and rate which ones we liked the best and which one we really enjoyed. And then
All
we
right.
would go into the anime that we both binge watched recently, which was Tower of God.
Yeah. Okay. I'm all right with that.
So,
Man, the video game one's gonna be kind of rough, right? Because like you play like a good game has a very devastating world. So I feel like again, if you're going into that world, you need whatever powers that come along with it to make you be able to survive.
agreed.
Because God forbid that we become like go into the Dark Souls universe.
Oh dear
Because we're
fucking
gonna
god.
die.
I would be dead in a minute.
Like I'm not leaving this swamp. It's probably not safe in this swamp either.
I'm not leaving the Firelink Shrine. You crazy? No,
Yup, I'm
sir.
staying right by this fire pit.
I will stay here and eat whatever food they give me. Um, I would isekai into a Final Fantasy world. Now, what role I would be, I don't know what role I would be. I
I
haven't.
don't know which Final Fantasy world I would jump into.
See, I like Final Fantasy X's world. Like I like all of Spira. Final Fantasy VII,
And
the
you have
world
to
is
deal with Sid.
dying. Yep. The Final Fantasy VII's world is dying, so I don't know if I would go into Final Fantasy VII.
I mean, you know it's really kind of like fucked up now that I think about it about Final Fantasy VII. The world is dying because the people on that planet are killing it. It's literally like a global warming video game before global warming was really
It's what's
popular.
happening right now.
Basically, right?
We're sucking the live stream out. That's what's happening.
Oh, I don't.
I don't need to
What
live on
world?
another Earth, honestly. I don't need to live on another Earth.
I feel
Um,
like the Mega Man franchise, right? Because like at that point you could pretty much live forever and you're always getting upgraded.
yeah. See,
But the problem is one virus can take out everything.
so my, I think I would choose Final Fantasy X would be one of them, and then I think Persona 5 might be one. Living in
Persona
Japan,
would be good.
having my own persona. Fuck yeah, let's go.
I can see where Persona would be good. Yeah. Um.
um,
Really, I can't pick any other worlds, right? Because the games that I like would be fucking terrifying to live in.
yeah,
Because it'd be like Resident Evil or like Dino Crisis, and I can't think of which is actually fucking worse. Getting chased by zombies that are super fast or getting chased by dinosaurs
that are super fast.
that are super fast. Either way, I'm kind of screwed. So if we're going off of like, but then again, like this is also another cop out because a lot of games that we play are anime related.
Yeah.
Because I would totally pick a Dragon Ball Z world. I would. But I feel like that's also another problem. Like speaking out of the isekai thing, right? But like if you got isekai'd into a world where you knew everything that was going to happen, because like, let's face it, a Dragon Ball Z game like Kakarot, you already know it's going to happen. The story's been told how many fucking times now, and you're just reliving it. You have the advantage there. They're not. It's not like they're releasing the world of Dragon Ball and it's just different content altogether. It's the same shit. You know it's gonna happen. If I wake up one day and Goku is just like, they took Gohan, I'm like, son of a bitch, fucking Raditz. You know,
God
like
damn
I already
it.
know it's gonna happen.
All right.
I'm gonna be like, all right, where's Piccolo? Piccolo, you're gonna want to kill him. Don't do it.
Piccolo, get the special move cannon ready, and now Goku, you and I are just gonna hold Raditz's arms. Okay, we're gonna hold him in place.
Yeah, we're gonna hold him in place, not behind him. Don't you dare get behind him.
But here's the thing.
I feel like he actually needs to die.
Yeah, I was about to say he has to die because he has to meet fucking King Kai so he can learn Kaioken.
Like, all right, Goku, this is gonna sound stupid, but you're gonna have to trust me. Get behind Reddit.
Just trust me on this. I think one of the Tales worlds would be pretty cool to live in, or Star Ocean. Ooh, I would live in Star Ocean 3. Yeah. Tales of till the end of time. That'd be
Would you want to be part of the Federation? Like part of the space people, or would you be from that world?
Ooh, that's a good question. That's a good question. I don't know. I would have to think about that one. That's a good question. I need to go back and play till the end of time. I have it on my PlayStation. I need to go back.
They just need to make a new one. I feel like they should.
They did make a new Star Ocean.
Which is the newest one?
I would have to open up my Steam and look. But it literally just came out like in October, and I was like talking about that I need to play it. Yeah, still need to play it. I played like an hour of it. It's a beautiful game.
It's not PS5 exclusive, right?
It's on Steam.
Okay. Shit, I'll give it a shot. Why not?
Speaking of games that I've started playing, Forspoken. I don't know what everyone's complaining about. I find the game fantastic. I'm like 9 hours in. I have no issues with dialogue, no issue with the voice acting, no issue with the main character. World looks beautiful. I'm enjoying it.
We're easy to please, though. Like, if you really think about it, we like a lot of games that people are just like, oh, it's not great. And I'm just like, okay, but like...
Why? Why is it not great?
Because we like entertainment. We're not looking for the perfect art, right? Like, is it God of War? No. It's not meant to be God of War, though, right? They're trying something new, and then we give them shit for trying something new. Like, I don't understand the fucking gaming community. It's like, oh, we're tired of the same shit. And then, oh, we don't like this because it's too different. Like, well, fuck you, dude. Like, what are you talking about?
Yep. You know what I would like, before we get into the Dragon Ball Z conversation? I know Final Fantasy probably will never do it again, but man, I would love just like one Final Fantasy, like a new Final Fantasy, to be turn-based again.
I don't know, man. I'm kind of hoping that they go back to at least...
See, I love the Final Fantasy remake battle system. I really enjoy it. But man,
I enjoyed it too. But I feel like at that point, you might as well just have the 15 combat system.
See, I think it's an improved version of the 15 combat system.
You think so?
Yeah.
I just don't. I don't want to worry about my party. I want to be able to just be like, okay, this is what I'm going to do, right? Like, if I really wanted to use another party member, instead of switching over to a character, allow me to push a button to temporarily pause combat to be like, okay, you cast this. And I know that's basically what the remake has, but their fucking gauge doesn't fill up fast enough unless you're using them.
Yeah.
I want them to be like, their gauges fill up based on whoever you decide to use. Like, because they're all pretty neat, right? I get it. Like, Barrett's supposed to hit the flying things, and then you have your casters and shit like that. And I get the whole purpose of, like, switching between them. But imagine and I mean, I know it's probably part of the strategy. I just don't like the fact that you have to use that particular person if you want to use their move, because I know for a fact that I'm gonna get hit hard, so I'm gonna need a heal at some point, but I don't want to start off using my healer just to have it ready and then switch over to actually start doing damage. I want to be able to do damage right away. Keep that like action pace going. That way when I like if when I do get hit, I can go, "Oh, there it is. I need that fucking heal." Then use it and then let it build up while I'm using a different character. No
Yeah.
point in using a healer. They're like there's I like healers in like MMOs and stuff like that because you can do things, but in a story-driven RPG like that, there's not you're not having as much fun playing a healer.
Yeah, but I would just like, because I know there's potentially, oh, I didn't even send you this and I forgot. So apparently like a hacker like mined like Square Enix stuff,
Yeah.
and apparently they're going to be announcing a Final Fantasy 9 remake and a Final Fantasy 10-3 game, supposedly, or something to do with Final Fantasy 10. So,
Stop doing the 10 dash series, or stop doing 7. Well, no, they need to finish 7. You can continue on, but stop recreating stuff for the same world. That story's done. The story is done.
well, I mean, you could do, for 10 wise, you could have it go back to either like the first time Sin ever appeared, or
You play
doing
as Jet.
Jet, Braska, and Auron story. But I would like personally, and I think I brought it up on one of our episodes, I would love a Final Fantasy X remake with today's graphics. I would love to see that happen. Like, it holds up today. Don't get me wrong. It holds up.
10 looks fucking great.
It does. But
They
can you imagine it with the Final Fantasy VII remake graphics and stuff? It would look. Oh my god. but
I
the,
agree.
but apparently Final Fantasy IX remake is going to be getting announced, hopefully. And that one, I don't know how you could do an action style game with that one. Like, I feel like that one has to be turn based.
Again, right? If your AI is good enough, you can get away with just playing the character that you want to play. But like, I don't think you could do it with 10 or any of the past games. You deliberately have to make the system based off of that. That way you can like plan it out,
Yeah.
right? If you know your main character is going to be Titus, right? And just you focus your gameplay around them. You already know that this person heals, this person does crowd control, this person does magic damage, this person does range damage, and then you organize your party depending on the combat that you're about to go into. Then I feel like it would work.
See, the thing is with 10, the sphere grid system is probably the best system they've done. And if you're going to. It's one of the best systems they've done.
It's really the only system they've done, but okay.
I mean, well, there's the roll system too in Tactics.
Tactics is a different breed because it's not.
Oh, that's the other game too. That's the other game that supposedly might be getting a remake too, from what the minor.
Tactics is good. I like a good tactical game. We haven't really had one in a while.
You just don't play Fire Emblem. That's not my fault.
What? I want to play. I'll play Fire Emblem. I just haven't played the Three Houses.
Yeah, and there's a new one that's out too that just came out. Fire Emblem Engaged.
Yeah. That's only for the Switch though, right?
Yeah, and then then get Tactics Ogre for the PC.
Oh, that's right. I do have. I will end up getting Tactics Ogre at some point.
Or Triangle Strategy. That's also on the PC.
Triangle Strategy?
Yeah.
Let me look that up. Looking it up.
It's a tactical game. It's also on the PC. I think I have.
Is it co-op?
No. What strategy game has ever been co-op? Besides Risk.
Fucking, what is it called? Battlefront?
Yeah, who plays Battlefront? Come on now.
Our Front Mission, I think it was called. Not Battlefront. Something like that.
Anyways, enough of those talk. let's head into the Dragon Ball Z talk. Which non-canon movies are our favorites? How would we rank them? How would we do it? I'm gonna be honest. There's like two of them I don't think I've ever seen.
Yeah,
Dragon.
there's actually a handful that like I was like,
See, I'm
the
going
fuck
off.
is that?
I'm going off of the Wikipedia list. I'm not going off of IMDb because I'm pretty sure some of those have not been English dubbed.
I mean, they still count. I didn't watch any of the DBZ movies dubbed,
Yeah,
with the
see,
exception of like two.
well, that's not my fucking fault.
But one of them holds a special place in my heart, and it's fucking weird.
Yeah, and guess what? That one's dubbed because I'm pretty sure we're both talking about the same. I'm pretty sure we talked about it earlier.
Yeah, I've mentioned to you it to you before.
All right, so I'm gonna list off the movies first, and then I'm gonna list off the movies that I have here because they're the ones that I know about, that I've heard about, and I don't. Yeah, whatever. Anyways, so there's Dragon Ball Z Dead Zone.
Dead Zone, one of the first movies, not the first, but one of the first movies.
Dragon Ball Z The World. Well, it's the first DBZ movie. It's the first DBZ movie. Dragon Ball Z The World's Strongest. We both haven't seen that one.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck it's about.
Yeah, I have no clue. I have no clue what it is. Never heard of it. Never saw it. Surprisingly. Dragon Ball Z The Tree of Might.
Fire.
Dragon Ball Z Lord Slug.
Okay.
Dragon Ball Z Cooler's Revenge. Dragon Ball Z The Return of Cooler. Dragon Ball Z Super Android 13. Dragon Ball Z Brawly the Legendary Super Saiyan. Dragon Ball Z BoJack Unbound. Hell of a movie.
God, fire. That's God tier. Love that movie.
Dragon Ball Z Brawly Second Coming. Dragon Ball Z Bio Brawly. Ha! See, I told you there was 4 Brawly movies. I told you. And only one of them's canon. Dragon Ball Z Fusion Reborn and Dragon Ball Z Wrath of the Dragon. And I don't think I've seen that one. I don't think I've seen that movie.
I have not seen Wrath of the Dragon.
There was another Dragon Ball movie here, but that's Dragon Ball. And I'm going to be honest, I don't think I've seen any of the Dragon Ball movies.
Dragon Ball The Path of Power?
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that or even heard of it.
I don't know, right? Because it's like 96, and GT also started in 96, so I'm wondering if it was meant to be a Dragon Ball GT movie.
It says, hero trapped in a music box warns the Z fighters... Oh, wait, never mind, sorry. A retelling of the original Dragon Ball merging elements from Pilaf and the Red Ribbon sagas.
Oh, okay. That might be interesting. I'll have to like take there. I actually want to see The World's Strongest now, even though like the IMDb like tier list is like not great.
Well, see,
6.7.
Well, the Wrath of Dragon says it's a hero trapped in a music box warns the Z fighters about an approaching evil beast who wants to stop them. I'm gonna be honest.
Z fighters.
I'm gonna be honest. It kind of sounds awful. It's kind of like, hey, we're running out of ideas. What should we do next? Throw like a dart at a dartboard.
Well,
so like I said,
sometimes that could be great because that's what I mean. BoJack was just a dart.
Yeah,
it's real. If you look at that movie, it's so fucking random. Where's that taking place in the timeline? I get it. It's not canon. But like, is it directly after Cell? And I think it is. Okay, well,
because
then it's gotta be before Trunks goes back, but he goes back almost immediately after the defeat of Cell.
Listen, I didn't do the storyboard of this movie, all right? So I'll finish listing off the movies because there's only 4 more, and these are all canon movies though. These are the only ones that are officially canon.
Yeah, because these are the super movies. That's why I was just like,
2 of them are Dragon Ball Z movies. 2 of them are Dragon Ball Z movies.
That's fine, but they have their own arcs and super. That's why I call them the super movies.
I know, but it says Dragon Ball Z in the name.
Okay, then technically, there's only 3 Dragon Ball Z Broly movies.
No,
and you're wrong.
Actually, technically, there's none because they're not canon.
Yeah.
uh, so just to go off before people are like, well, what about these movies? So these are the four canon movies. Four canon movies of Dragon Ball Z and Super. Happy. Dragon Ball Z Battle of the Gods was Yusuke Watanabe and Akira Toriyama. That is canon because Akira Toriyama helped with
Toriyami, I love it.
Sorry, shut up.
It sounds like a sushi menu. Can I
He
get some toriyami, please? Thank you.
he helped make the movie, wrote the movie, everything. So, canon. Dragon Ball Z Resurrection of F, which these two movies are the start of the Super Universe. Because
Yes.
you meet Beerus. I hear myself in the echo. Then you have Dragon Ball Super Broly, which officially makes Broly canon. So then you have the movie that we haven't seen yet, which I need to see because I've heard amazing things about it, which is Dragon Ball Super Superhero, which apparently is it's pretty much Gohan and Piccolo getting their power spike.
I want this to be about the Great Saiyaman so bad. Because superhero and he tries to be a superhero and like, as an adult.
Well, this is the reemergence of the Red Ribbon Army. This movie is about the Red Ribbon Army. It's bringing back them.
Where is this taking place in the timeline then?
So it says here, while Goku and Vegeta are busy training with Whis, so like Goku trying to master Ultra Instinct. Like it's pretty much the break between the Tournament of Power, I think, into the point where it is now in the manga. If that makes sense.
Are they in the manga? Because they just finished beating.
I haven't.
Okay, never mind.
The last thing I saw in the manga was them defeating the guy that was absorbing all the powers, and yes. Goku was like could do some of Ultra Instinct, and his trainer died.
Yes.
That's the last. I don't know what chapter that is.
Okay, I think that's the last one. I don't think they've made anything new since then.
I think no, because they have. Because I brought it up to you that like it's continued, but we haven't you and I haven't caught up.
Okay, then me and you are basically around the same spot.
Because I think they're on like chapter 76 now or something like that.
Because that guy's name is Moro, I think.
Yeah, and that's where I think season 2 of Super is going to.
Right, or whatever they're going to end up calling it if they don't call it Super.
Which would be stupid because the manga is called Dragon Ball Super.
Yeah, well, Resurrection F is called Dragon Ball Z, so
yeah,
they'll probably just they're using the last well-known franchise to promote the next franchise. It's fine, I don't care. Whatever.
Right. Let's rank these non-canon movies, shall we? The ones that we've seen. To
no surprise, Might is like number 1 for me.
Yeah, it's up there.
It got me into the movies.
I agree. I remember watching it on Toonami, and it was like one of the only Dragon Ball Z movies that they constantly showed, and I was always pumped when I saw it on TV. I was like, yes, Might, let's go.
A matter of fact, this has more specialty meaning to me because it's also the first time I heard Rock the Dragon.
Oh yeah! I forgot about that! Dragon, rock the dragon, Ball Z.
Dude. Yeah, dude. I was like, what the fuck? It's bad now. I get it.
Oh, it's such a bad song. It's so bad.
But when you're like 10 or 12 years old, fuck that, dude. That shit was great. Oh. And then you had
as a little kid, you're like, yeah, Rock the Dragon. Playing Dragon Ball Z Budokai and just like hearing that song go.
Yeah, I remember Toonami was just like, oh, hey, there's a Dragon Ball Z movie. And I was like, what? There's movies? And like, I'm totally gonna watch this. And then I sat down, and then Rock the Dragon came on, and I'm like, what is happening? Like, this is amazing.
Whoa.
Oh man. And then like the whole premise is like Goku and he has a brother who looks exactly like him. They just got really lazy. I guess they're just like, hey, your whole family looks like you, dude. I get it. Like Bardock,
Oh,
Turles,
I
think
forgot
his name.
Turles is the guy's name. And it's like, by the way, from what you only know, it's only Raditz is his brother. And then it's like, but wait, there's more.
Yeah.
In my
Oh.
personal opinion, I would really love a way for them to bring Bardock back, to be honest, because I would love just like. Actually, I think that's where Super goes next. It's like a Bardock story, like infused.
Well, I mean, yeah, maybe. But like, how old is Turles? Because he looks exactly the same age as Goku.
What if he's Goku's twin?
That throws off the Bardock movie.
I mean,
Where do they send him? They don't give a shit about him.
They don't
apparently.
give a fuck about him. That's the thing. They don't. They're like,
So,
Turtle? That's why he's named
a year
Turles.
older, right? Like, he can't be that much older. He can't be like Raditz age. Clearly, Raditz is the older of the two.
Man, can you imagine if Raditz
three.
was a good guy?
There was like a what if scenario, right? Like, what if Vegeta had gone to Earth and lost his memory versus
Goku
and stuff like that. And there's like a whole bunch of like crazy scenarios. My favorite one is, what if they sent Broly to Earth and it was Broly on Earth? Like, Frieza would never have stood a chance. Raditz would have never have stood a chance.
I'm pretty sure planet Earth would be destroyed.
Well, not if he dropped his, like, if he was dropped on the head or whatnot and
Oh,
lost
yeah.
his memory.
And
Like, we're
Gohan
talking about the
found him.
same situations that happened to Goku, but Broly, his power level would just continuously rise. Like, the only person that probably would have given him any kind of issue would have been Boo. And also, how convenient that the most powerful, and I'm not talking about strongest, I'm talking about the most powerful fighter has been completely eliminated from fighting in every scene. Like, we're probably never gonna see Boo fight again, ever. It's just not gonna happen.
Can you
He's just
imagine, though, Boo versus Brawly? It would be a bloodbath.
It would be night and day. Boo would not lose.
Yeah, but neither would Brawly.
Broly would just keep going. And
Brawly
Boo would
doesn't
just
lose
think
energy.
it's fun. One of them would eventually get tired. And guess what? The only person who has stamina to worry about is Broly.
We haven't seen it, though.
What, him get tired?
Yeah.
His energy goes up. His stamina still goes down. He gets tired.
The dude would just vaporize Boo. That's what would happen.
I don't think so, because if you remember the Dragon Ball, it took pure like hope to not even destroy Boo, because he didn't get disintegrated. He got reborn.
Yeah, but the thing is what we know of. Brawly is the strongest. Like, he didn't get fucked up by Super Saiyan God mode. He didn't. The only reason why they were able to beat him was because they fused.
He's pure rage, right? Like, he's super strong, super fast, but he doesn't have any of the techniques. I feel like if he learned some sort of martial arts and learned some skills, he'd be unstoppable. But he's just relying on pure...
I'm scared just thinking about it. Anyways, enough about that fucker.
Okay.
Alright. Dragon Ball Z Dead Zone.
Dead Zone.
Remember Garlic Jr.? Remember that little bitch?
Really good movie, actually. I liked it. But it was a highlight for Gohan.
Yeah.
it's a highlight for Gohan because I remember him being a little bitch and just yelling a lot, and then a black hole opens and he's the only thing not moving.
It kind of goes to show like his power, to be honest.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Now, see, it's I say
Super should have been Gohan's. Dragon Ball Super should have gone to Gohan.
I agree. All right, I will say I like Dead Zone. It's not gonna be like my second favorite movie because just like you, Tree of Might,
It's not number two. I just enjoyed the movie.
like you said, Tree of Might is my favorite. It holds a special place in my heart. So, The World's Strongest. Me and Eric have never seen that movie.
I've never seen it. I honestly didn't even hear, like, never heard of it until today when we were like doing our research. I was like, what the fuck is this movie? When did this come out? 96? That's bullshit.
Actually, no, it came out in Japan. It came out in 1990.
1990. Okay.
Yeah, and in
Was it a Japan only release?
No, because if I'm looking here, I think this is like the English dub side on the Wikipedia. America release was 98 and then got re-released in 2006, which was probably the Funimation dub.
Oh my god, look how long it fucking took them.
The Tree of Might has 4 America releases.
Well, yeah, because they passed it on to like Funimation. Funimation lost it to Toei Animation, I think, had an American release type of thing. Then they got it back.
Yeah. So it went November 15th, 1997. Then it went November 22nd, 1997. Then it went March 13th, 98. And then November 14th, 2006.
Yeah, because you had your censored, uncensored, and then you had, whenever it changed companies, another censored and uncensored.
Yeah. And then we got Lord Slug.
Not memorable, because I can tell you that I've honestly seen it.
Just reading the description real quick of it, it made me remember it. Lord Slug uses Dragon Balls to restore his youth. Now it's up to Goku and his friends to stop the newly rejuvenated Slug from taking over Earth. This was before Goku, I think, was Super Saiyan.
Yeah, a lot of these movies were.
Well, this is when we get to when he is Super Saiyan now. So now we got Dragon Ball Z Cooler's Revenge.
I enjoyed the Cooler movies.
I think it might be
a popular opinion.
I think it might be number 5 on my list. Cooler's Revenge, I think, might be number 5. If I was doing like a top 5 of non-canon movies, I think it might be.
I haven't even thought about doing it. It would definitely be in my top 5. Yes, it'd be in my top 5.
Now, I thought Return of Cooler was cool. See what I did there? I thought Return of Cooler was like a cool movie, but it wouldn't be my top 5 because I thought Metal Cooler was a little bitch.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of like it's the same thing with the Broly movies, right? Like Broly is like really good character. I really liked the first movie, but I feel like the other 2 movies that came out were just kind of being carried by the name. Yeah, everybody liked the idea of the legendary Super Saiyan and Goku having to fight him.
I will say this, in Super, I would love a Broly arc where he helps the Z Warriors. In my opinion, I would love to see like.
I think it's gonna get there. I think once they restart Super and whatnot, they're probably going to do more with Broly and make him more balanced.
I think they have to. I would love to see like the gods like trying to help Broly learn how to control his rage and his powers. That would be cool because he could be a new god of destruction. Instead of Vegeta being it, he could be the new god of destruction.
I can see that. I don't know if you'd want that. I feel like he's a peaceful individual, which is kind of ironic, right? Like imagine
he's kind of like Goku, to be honest, because Goku's a peaceful individual. He loves fighting, but like
Goku's an idiot.
I mean, yeah. But if you piss Goku off, his rage is a powerful thing for him too. Like if you notice with all,
it used to be.
Yeah. I would love to see Goku have a tail again, to be honest. Be cool. Anyways, Dragon Ball Z Super Android 13. I think that's number 3 on my list. I loved that movie. I thought it was
It's in
very
my
good.
top 5. It's in my top 5. I think it's competing with the Cooler movie.
Yeah, Android 13 was a badass.
It was a good movie. It just felt there was something that just felt a little off from it, right? Because like
Besides that, all androids do not worry about stamina and energy.
well,
Looking at you,
none of the
Android
androids have
17.
they have infinite energy apparently in the Dragon Ball universe. They still have to worry about stamina though.
Yeah, looking
At
at
least
you, Android 17. Looking at you.
so that's one thing that like I really liked about the androids is that they pretty much can fight forever. But that was their whole gimmick.
Yeah.
It's just like they don't tire. They're like relentless murder machines.
But
But there's a cap. There's like
yeah.
a limit to their power. It's sorry. Like I say they have infinite power like they like their power is infinite. No. It's just like it has a cap, but it never drops below that cap. Unfortunately, it doesn't raise much above that cap either. So they can fight at 100% for as long as they want. But their 100% is like that's it. There's no going beyond my limits with them unless they get sucked up by a green cell.
All right, I meant to say Super Android 13 was number 4 for me. Meant to say that. Because the next movie is my number 3, which is Dragon Ball Z Broly the Legendary Super Saiyan. That is 1000% my number 3 movie on the ranking list. Man, what a movie! Meeting Broly for the first time.
Yep. That was crazy.
It was
That
insane.
was good.
I'm gonna skip the next one because I know that's our number 2. So I'm gonna skip the next one. We're gonna go into Broly Second Coming. Once again, like you said, it was just kind of like they're going off of the name. But I wasn't. Was it Bio Broly or the Second Coming that had Gohan and Goten do like the Cell Super
The father son Kamehameha. The family Kamehameha.
Yeah.
I think it's that one.
It was the Second Coming.
Yeah.
I thought that was a cool scene. I thought that was a cool scene. I like.
They all have really good scenes.
Then you got Bio Broly, which once again it's like, okay.
I don't remember Bio Broly.
Honestly, I don't either. It just says a scientist clones Broly and makes it merge with a biofluid. Goten, Trunks, and Krillin must deal with the creature. That's all it says.
Yeah.
First off, Krillin. How's Krillin gonna deal with it? I know he's the
Krillin OP.
I know Krillin's the strongest human in the world, but like against Broly?
Listen, all I'm saying, I know that the show has been going on for fucking decades now, but if he ever manages to learn how to aim and actually hit something with his Destructo Disc, it's dead. He just can't fucking hit anything. The guy's so fucking unlucky. I feel like when he makes it, he should just hold it near him. That way nothing can get close to him. Just use it as a defensive maneuver at this point. Because God knows you're not hitting nothing with it. Just don't throw it. Or hand it to Gohan. Gohan can use it and hit something with it.
Alright. Dragon Ball Z Fusion Reborn. We get introduced to the colorful Janemba.
Ooh, man, I might actually have to knock one of these other movies off the list, and I don't know which one.
See, I personally thought the movie was stupid. I like that Pycon made a comeback in this one, and
we got Gogeta.
And we did get Gogeta from this, but
that's it. That's all it really gave me. I fucking love Gogeta, dude.
Who would win, Gogeta or Vegito?
The Gogeta. They announced they do the multiple. Okay, so from the normal fusion, right, to Patara rings, it's an additive. So you're adding 2 powers together, and then you can add your multipliers off of that. But Gogeta is a multiple multiplier, which basically means like you're multiplying one power by the other person's power. So literally,
That's
Goku.
fucking broken. Are you kidding me? That's
You realize how
broken.
broken that is?
That's fucking broken. What? Well, Gogeta's canon now, so
Yeah, Gogeta is canon now, and he fought Broly.
yeah, he fucked Broly up. Actually,
He fucked everybody up.
yeah.
He literally showed up and ended the movie. Like he realized that's how they ended the movie. They're just like, nah, stop, end the movie right now. That's it. Like that's all they did.
And then there's another movie that we didn't see, didn't hear of, which is Dragon Ball Z: Wrath of Dragon.
Yeah, what the fuck?
There's 2 movies we never seen. Now this is our number 2 movie, and I'm pretty sure you're about to know who I'm talking about, which is Dragon Ball Z: BoJack Unbound.
Yeah, dude.
Very
What
controversy.
a fucking movie.
Because if you're going off of the timeline, when did this fucking happen? And also, are they in an alien planet tournament?
It's the one movie. It's the one movie that has so many questions.
So many plot
do
holes.
not have answers.
But it's fucking amazing.
Still good, dude. Okay, so let's go with this whole thing right now, right? Like, it's another martial arts tournament where everyone is aware that people have fucking powers. The entire planet knows about Piccolo because he's in a tournament. Now hear me out. Now they have a secret underground thing to hold these tournaments, and for shits and giggles, aliens are invited. Well, okay. Well, so that means people know about aliens now too. Great, that's fine. There's no they don't set any of this up, right? It's not like the normal DBZ world has this set up where like, oh yeah, aliens are a common thing. No, they don't explain any of that shit. You just have aliens coming down to do these martial arts tournaments because they want to get the strongest in the universe.
Which Goku's not alive.
Goku is dead, right? So this is definitely after Cell, and he's not wished back because he wants to stay dead. Which I'm thinking of another Dragon Ball rule that was broken, but I'll get into that later. So he's dead and just watching. So the tournament is all the Z fighters plus Piccolo. Piccolo doesn't give a shit, disqualifies himself by just flying down, touching the water, and then leaving. Gohan is a badass motherfucker in this whole movie because he ignores everything because he's so goddamn strong. Like, what they did to Broly to make him look overpowered as shit is what they did to Gohan in this movie, and it was a fucking godsend. So, like, for instance, what made the fights incredible for Frieza or for Cell is that they were these beings that, like, yeah, you go ahead, hit them as hard as you can. It didn't do nothing. Then the Z fighters have to go and train, right? Now, BoJack they were pretty much even though he was stronger. He had this ability to like zap power away from you, or at least his friends did, or whatever. So eventually he would win the fight, but the fight was just like so even. Gohan was just like, nah, man, the fight's not fucking even. He pulled a fucking villain move where I'm going to slowly walk towards your ass and I'm going to kill you once I get there.
But before that, though, you have to remember, Goku's voice went into Gohan. And it was like,
yeah,
my son, or whatever Goku says to Gohan whenever he needs a power boost. And then Gohan just goes Super Saiyan 2. And
yeah, he was like on the verge of death or something.
Yeah.
And then Goku's like, I got to go help Gohan. And then King Kai was just like, oh, you can't do that. It's a big no-no. And then Goku's like, who's going to stop me? And then
like, what are you going to do about it, King Kai? Fuck you, motherfucker.
So, like, he goes off and does his own thing. And then Gohan becomes this badass. And everybody there is like, oh, he's so strong now. I'm going to take all of his power away. And they're all like, have these little energy-sucking strings out. Gohan's just walking right through it.
It
And the
just
moment
yells.
he feels like, yeah, he's like, he yells and immediately knocks out everybody. Like everybody except the main person, Bojack. And Bojack's a fucking evil dude. He like threw people towards Gohan. Gohan just straight up murdered people.
Straight up murdered. I was going to bring that up.
Half
he was like, I'm just going to cut you in half real quick. What? Gohan, you villain.
He's straight up the villain in this movie. I'm telling you. He's not the hero. He's like the anti-hero in this movie.
All right.
Oh, God.
If we're going top 5, this was my top 5. It was Tree of Might, BoJack Unbound. What did I say? What my the Brawly movie, Legendary Super Saiyan, was my number 3. Number 4 was Super Android 13, and then 5. I think I said it was the Cooler's Revenge was my number 5.
Yeah. So I think mine is pretty much the exact same, right? So you got Tree of Might, right? Because it's the first movie, and you'll always remember your first. Then you got BoJack, 13, and it's kind of just like I really want to put that Super Fusion in there because it gave us Gogeta, and it was the first time that I got to see Gogeta.
Honestly, like I'm tempted to get rid of the cooler one and put Fusion Reborn there, but like I also just hate the Janemba character. Like I thought it was just pointless, but it did give us Gogeta.
So here's the thing about Janemba, right? Like he's supposed to be all the hatred from every living / past living thing all into one. And like that sounds really cool. Where have I heard that before? Oh yeah, it's Boo. It's literally Boo.
Where have I? Oh yeah, that's right. It's Boo. All right,
and then it's also the other time that we ever got to see anybody fuse, really.
Yeah.
Outside of like Piccolo, he's been doing that shit forever.
Well, and Goten and Trunks.
Yeah, but like Piccolo's the original. Piccolo's the OG fusion.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to the anime that we want to talk about because I finally got you to watch it, and it's probably going to take us a decent chunk to talk about. So this is going to be a long episode, folks. This is going to be a long episode for you because we're almost already at an hour.
So we'll make a quick one because like
we get quick. How about this? We quickly talk about Tower of God, but the next episode we'll go into
spoilers for a Tower of God.
We'll go into a full dive the next episode about Tower of God. We'll go into a full dive into it. So real quickly, everyone, Tower of God is about... What is the fucking character's name?
I don't remember his name, and I watched it all today. Literally, I don't remember the character's name.
He was a wave controller, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's a wave controller.
Why is his name not there? I'm looking at the list of characters right now, and his name's not there.
Just put main character. Put Tower of God, main character. I can tell you who the fucking, like, interest is, because she's got a normal, like, American name, Rachel.
Wait a second. Is this character created just for the anime? Because I'm looking at...
Yeah. Apparently the show has nothing to do with the manga or the web series.
Oh, fuck. Fuck!
Apparently Tower of God web series is, like, top tier shit, and then this is, like, low tier compared to that. So this actually made me want to watch the actual or read the manga.
Yeah, I might actually have to do that now. Fuck! Son of a bitch!
But anyway, the main character, whatever the fuck.
Wasn't it like Brom or something like that? Brom?
Bomb.
Bomb?
I think it's like BOM.
Whatever. That little guy.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know this was completely different. No wonder why I saw people bitch and complain about this then. But you know what? I'm okay with it being different, alright? I'm okay with it.
Same world, different story.
Yeah,
cool.
I'm okay with that. So Bomb, powerful,
No memories.
no
I don't
memory.
like just typical amnesia character. No memories, and he like fighting for light or something like that. And then he meets this girl called Rachel, and he's just completely head over heels. But like I wouldn't say like romantic love, but he loves this girl.
Yeah.
If that makes like any sense. It's the first person to ever like talk to him. Basically, you're just like you got that companionship type of thing. Anyway, something happens and she's like, I need to climb the Tower of God, and like she leaves him behind, and he doesn't want to be there alone, rightfully so.
Yep.
So he like goes after her, and I was just like, oh man, just thinking about it, dude. This fucking anime is wild.
It is, and it's like now I have to like read the web novel or the manga to like see how different it is because like so Bomb is just a guy doesn't remember his memories, goes after Rachel like you said. Rachel is his I guess his main love interest or whatever cuz like everyone says like he's deeply in love with you and all this and that. And he meets like I wouldn't say he was the guardian, but like the guy that's on top of the tower or whatever. And pretty much is like, if you could destroy this sphere, you can go after Rachel. And then he gets this special sword that the princesses have, like one of the princesses' weapons, and he's able to pretty much make a deal with the sword and breaks it. I feel like that's a plot that they haven't fully developed, was how this sword only listens to him.
Um, I feel like we'll probably get more of that in season 2.
Yeah. And so goes on, yada yada yada. Finally, he meets friends. Then it turns into like a tournament arc. To be honest with you, it kind of like turns into a tournament.
I got this like not Game of Thrones, what's it? Hunger Games
Yeah, like a Hunger
vibe
Games
to it.
feel. And then, like we said, we're only doing this quickly, guys, because I want to do like a full dive into this. I really don't want to go over like an hour with this episode. And if we go into a full dive with this, it would probably be like a 45-minute talk about it. So I'm going to just skip to kind of like the end, which just kind of like fucked us. So pretty much Rachel meets also the guardian of the tower. And this is what kind of confused me because I was like, were they doing flashbacks here? Because I wish they kind of like hinted that it was a flashback. Because when it showed Rachel with the guardian, that was before Bomb showed up. I'm pretty sure.
Yes, I think it happened around the same time.
Yeah. But it was pretty much all about how Bomb is pretty much the main star. Like, he's extremely powerful, well liked, all eyes on him. Where Rachel, little greedy little bitch, just wanted to be the main star, all eyes on her, and wanted to be perfect. I thought it was going to hint that she was one of the princesses. That's what I thought it was going to hint at. But no, you just find out this bitch is a villain. This bitch is a backstabbing whore.
I think, oh man, like what really made me like hate her for real is the fact that she faked being paralyzed.
Dude, that fucked with me. That fucked with me. I was like, damn. And I hope that Bomb kills that blonde-haired bitch. That guy that was in on it. I hope he kills him. I hope person that's training him is in on it, but I think he or she.
Dude, well, if you remember,
she's a princess, isn't she? The one with the
redhead.
Yeah, the one that
I
like
don't
meets.
think the redhead's a princess. The one that he like got her eye fucked up.
Yeah, because she went into the cave and she's going to train him to like hone his
but
powers.
she's also the one who told Rachel to do it. Fucking push him off.
Yeah,
Fucking kill him.
but now She's playing a sick game here.
Dude,
Sick game.
everybody's playing games.
Also,
Everybody's playing games. I don't trust nobody.
the
You know, the
crocodile.
person that I shouldn't trust, like the person I thought I wasn't gonna trust the most, is the person I trust the fucking most, and that's the blue-haired kid.
Right? What was his name? Coon? Yeah, trust Coon the most for some fucking reason. Also, the crocodile. I trust the crocodile the most, actually.
Oh yeah, out of everybody, the fucking crocodile's the man.
Also, hysterical. Hysterical.
Oh,
Love him. Best comic relief I've seen in a while. Love this crocodile.
And
I was dying at work watching this. I'm like watching at work, and I just started cracking up because of this crocodile. Fantastic. But is it this chick? Is it no? What is the main princess that helped Bomb?
The first one,
What's her
the
name?
second one, or the third one? There's fucking three.
The first
of them.
one. The first one. The black-haired one that gives
Oh,
him
I
the
don't
sword.
remember her name.
She has to be the most powerful princess, right?
Oh, she's the what? What do they call them?
Princesses.
With the rank? No. There's different ranks. So the teachers, the examiners and stuff like that, they all have different ranks.
Yeah, but
And she's like,
yeah, but she's not part of that. She's a princess.
yeah,
Of
well,
Jihad or
but they're all
whatever.
princesses, and they all have to do the climb. Her rank is like the same as the examiners. That's what makes her so fucking strong.
Like the assassin that went there to kill the other two princesses. The other two princesses couldn't even like compete with this guy, and then she just shows up with a flick, pretty much kills this assassin with a flick of a finger. Pretty much kills the assassin. Her sister couldn't do shit. Her niece couldn't do shit with this guy, but she just shows up, kills him, pretty much kills him. Like, I'm excited to see what she does next. Like,
Well,
is she gonna eventually help Bomb?
I don't know. We'd probably use him too. Nobody's out. Like Bomb, I feel like this story, God, man, if I was Bomb and this was like my backstory, this is my backstory of why I'm a villain. I would turn on everybody. You know what? Fuck all of you. You're all gonna die.
See, that's the other thing. I'm like, is this gonna turn into like a villain origin story? Also, they're called Jihads, like the princesses of Jihads.
Okay, so you got the Jihads, right? But like in the examiners, the one examiner, when they first got up to him, they're like, "Oh, he's a something. He's already made it to the top or something like that."
Yeah, I forget what they said they were called. But that
I
one
wanna say, like,
examiner,
recon or something like that.
like the one examiner that like was very nice to Bomb and was like talking to him and sitting with him.
Yeah.
I think he's eventually gonna help Bomb too, because
Yeah.
I think he knows Bomb's not dead. I think there's a couple that know that Bomb's not dead and know that Rachel did something.
I don't know. I feel like, yeah, he would definitely help, right? But also, what the fuck's going on at that school or examining ground?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Like the overseer or whatever, the principal, whatever the fuck you want to call him.
Yeah, blonde haired
He's shady
bitch.
as shit.
Yeah, blonde haired bitch. He's the one that set all this up in motion. He helped Rachel.
I don't
out
think
from
he
the-
set it up, but he's allowing it to happen. He just was like, well, you know,
He
whatever
helped.
happens, happens. Come and have coffee with me once you're done with your phone call. I'm like, what?
See,
Dude,
no, so
you're just letting assassins run around in your school? You don't give a shit?
he's part of the Jihad's like group.
Right.
Yeah, like he is helping their plans to like I guess like assassinate all the princesses of Jihad, which is weird. But he also
I don't think that's the guy's plan. The assassin wanted to kill the imposter because the imposter has a revenge like plot
yeah,
to kill.
and the princesses of Jihad aren't supposed to have kids, I guess.
Yeah. So the imposter is the daughter of an actual princess.
Yeah.
So that's why he's after her, and he just wants to collect those weapons again.
Yeah. So
Because he had no intention of killing the other princess. He actually wanted that princess to kill
yeah.
the imposter or whatever.
And then the badass princess is like, you don't touch my family. Pretty much. It was like, you do not touch my family. But mainly, I think, I want to know what that, like, was it Shibitsu? Was that his name? Not the overseer, but like the ranker or whatever.
That's what they're called, rankers, I
Yeah.
think.
Like, was he the ranker that was overseeing
Which
everything? Like, helping out, like, setting up the tests and stuff while the blonde haired was, you know.
so you got the overseer, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what rank he is.
I think he's also technically a ranker because
I
that.
think he might be higher than ranker. I feel like they haven't announced all the highest ranks. They just announced the ranks high enough for us to care about at the moment.
See, if I'm correct, Shibitsu. Hold on, wait. Which one is Shibitsu? I need to know which one he is because now this is bothering me. I need to know their names. I need to know everything. Fuck! God damn it! Not talking about the drink or plant. God damn it! Images. Nope, that does not help what I'm trying to find. Anyways, the ranker that constantly kept questioning the overseer, we don't know his full power. That ranker, and I think he's one of the few people the overseer wouldn't fuck with.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So I'm curious. You know what? I'm curious to see what happens, and I would love to do a deep dive into this, and we're gonna do it in the next episode because honestly, if we keep talking about it, it's gonna end up like a 2-hour episode. This episode would turn into 2 hours
It
because
was just so wild. I will admit, I was like, man, this anime is really good. And then I'm just like, okay, but it's kind of like, getting that typical anime vibe where the story is just being progressed because of the battles and stuff like that. And then she stood up
and
and
then pushed him.
and I was like,
I literally went. I was at work and that happened. I'm like, you bitch! My jaw dropped, and I was like,
man.
I was like, what?
Somehow
And then
managed to get to the world to find you, to help you achieve your dream. He doesn't even care about like climbing to the top. If you just wanted to climb to the top solo, he would have helped you and we're like, all right, here you go. Just take a step and you're up there. That's it. You didn't have to push him off.
Nope.
Fuck.
And then the next episode was pretty much talking about her whole plot to fucking kill Bomb.
The entire time.
The whole show.
Time. This is why you don't simp. Fellas, this is why you don't simp.
This is why you don't simp, everybody. Because this whole season was like, I'm gonna save Rachel, and the whole other side of the story was like, Rachel's like, I'm gonna kill you,
I will say that, like, she didn't really want to kill him, but she really wants to see stars.
No, she wanted to kill him. The whole thing wasn't to see stars. It was her to be the main star.
I guess, yeah.
Like, it wasn't about seeing stars. It was about becoming a star. Like, becoming the superstar, becoming the main protagonist, pretty much. She wanted to be, like, the main person of this story.
God. But I really hope he comes back as the main villain and wipes them all out.
Oh my god, wouldn't that be amazing? Talk about a story.
Well, just not all of them, right? Because everybody has.
Don't kill Coon and don't kill Coon or the crocodile. Don't do that.
No, dude, Coon is like. I literally thought he was going to be the bad guy. I thought like there was.
I thought so too.
With him.
And then they start hinting at Rachel, and then it's like, no.
They don't do a good job hinting at Rachel because it kind of caught me off guard. At first, I was just like, she doesn't want him to be around or know that she's Rachel or whatever.
See, it kind of hints, and then the whole wheelchair scene happens, and then she cries and everything with like wanting to do it together with Bomb, And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, that's okay, that's cool. And then the plot twist happens where she fucking pushes him.
Holy shit, dude.
All right, I want to end the episode there, because we'll continue talking about this. So I'm gonna end it here. Um, I hope you all have a lovely rest of the week. Watch Tower of God. I enjoyed it. I'm gonna probably have to end up reading the manga at work because I need other stuff to do when I don't have.
The
things
anime
to
is
do.
good. If you're a person that doesn't like video adaptations of the novels, you're probably not gonna like this. So if you've read the web novel, you're probably not gonna like the anime. So if you're gonna do it in any order, watch the anime, then go and read the novel.
Exactly. That's what I did with Rising of the Shield Hero. I watched the anime first, and then I moved to the web novel, and then I moved to the light novel. So I suggest doing that. I think I suggest that for everything. Honestly, like watch the anime first, and then see if there's like a manga or a light novel or a web novel, and then read that, and you be the judge of it. Anyways, I hope you all have a wonderful week. I hope you have a good weekend. This episode will be posted SD wise, and then HD will be probably tomorrow because that's when I'll be on this computer again. So I hope you all have a wonderful week. What do we always say there, Eric?
Well, thanks for watching. Let us know in the comments what anime you want us to watch, and we'll watch those. And be excellent to one another.
Oh yeah, like, subscribe, comment. See you all later, and party on.